YouTube, my name is Reginald and this is Clever with Cash. On my channel you'll find videos about personal finance, my debt-free journey, how I paid off $48,000 in debt in 3 years, my budget, how I budget my money on a teacher's salary. I show you where my money comes from and where my money is going, and even everyday money tips that will help you. Today I'm going to be making a video that's a little bit different. I've been making videos since July 2021 consistently. On Thursdays I release videos at 4 o'clock, but I want to start adding even more content because I really want to grow my channel. So today I'm going to be testing something out, and I'm going to be reading an article. I'm going to be reading an article because I saw a post on Instagram that really grabbed my attention, and I'm going to read the article, well, parts of the article that I want to highlight, but I also am going to give my opinion on the article. This article, I actually saw the post on Instagram and from the Wall Street Journal. However, they charge for their website, so I'm getting the same information from Fox Business and reading it from there. But the title is very captivating. College was supposed to close the wealth gap for Black Americans. The opposite happened. The subtitle, Black college graduates in their 30s have lost ground over 3 decades. The result of student debt and sluggish income growth. It says Black millennials thought college would help them get ahead, instead it is setting them back. It then goes on to talk about the college debt, and it compares our college debt to our ancestors from 3 decades ago. So more than 84% of Black households in their 30s have student debt, up 35% from 3 decades ago. And it's saying that African Americans owe $44,000 on average, this young generation of African Americans, and that's up from less than $6,000 that we owed in the past. By comparison, 53% of white college educated households in their 30s have debt. So it compares the two, from 84% African American, 53% whites, up 27% 3 decades earlier. The median amount rose to $35,000 from $8,000. All figures are adjusted for inflation. So at least they adjusted for inflation, because to compare numbers, dollars from 3 decades ago to today is would not be accurate. So then it goes on to talk about the income, and it shows that the median income of Black college educated household is $76,000, and for their white counterpart is $14,000 today. And then this is what I found to be the most crucial information, was about the net worth. And that's what really struck a chord with me when talking about the net worth, because it says the median net worth for Black households with college graduates in their 30s has fallen to $8,200, about $50,400 3 decades ago. Over the same period, white peers saw a median net worth growth of 17% to $138,000. So it's saying, on average, young Black Americans that are college graduates have $8,000 as a net worth, as opposed to our white counterparts that have $138,000 in net worth. And this includes subtracting, of course, liabilities such as mortgage, college debt, and also includes the assets.
This is very annoying. The reason why I don't like statistics are just numbers, and they're just that. They don't mean that...
Yes, I believe that statistics are important. They are, but statistics does not give you the whole picture. I got my master's in psychology, and I had to do a thesis. And for my thesis, we didn't just try to figure out a trend in numbers. We wanted to figure out why. And I tested a hypothesis about why I thought that first generation college students with family dysfunction would have significantly lower GPAs than their counterparts. But I also found research to back that up, and then I did my own research. So that's why I don't like this article, because it's just saying numbers. I also don't like that they're comparing student debt in general, not just Black or white, student debt from 3 decades ago to today. I'm not by any means saying that you have to take out student loans to go to college. I did not take out student loans for undergrad, but I did take out student loans for grad school. And I still regret doing that, because I could have found a more affordable option And then for one of my graduate programs, a certification program, I paid for out of pocket. Today, college is more expensive than it was in the past. And the reason why is because we have student loans. And because we have student loans, colleges are guaranteed money so they can up tuition. And tuition has been rising significantly more than inflation. College tuition increased 8% each year. So that means college tuition doubles every 9 years. So that means from 3 decades ago to today, our college tuition is extremely higher than that. So do I think we should slash out student loans? No. But do I think that we should make college more affordable? Yes, I think college should be more affordable. I also don't think that you should, as an 18-year-old, be able to make a decision that's life-changing because you want to go to college. And you may change your mind and drop out of college or choose to leave college and not even complete that degree, but you still have to pay student loans back. So I don't think that 18-year-olds should make those sorts of decisions. And what else really annoyed me was the net worth comparison, saying that on average, African Americans, that college graduates, have a net worth of $8,000. Now, my net worth, I tracked it, is like 10 times that, and my net worth has been increasing. Part of the reason why my net worth is the way it is because I paid off all of my debts. I paid off all my debt except for my mortgage. And your net worth increased dramatically. I paid off my student loans, I paid off my credit cards, I paid off, I had collections on my car loan. Since I paid those off and also bought a house, it has increased my net worth so much. And that's just not to just say like, oh, I'm bragging about myself, but I hate that if you're just looking at statistics, you would think you can't do something. I don't like when articles do that. And I'm going through the article to see if there's some sort of solution to this said problem. And on Fox Business, there's nothing more that gives me a solution to this problem. So I'm annoyed by that part, but I'm also annoyed that it's not showing you how you can get out of debt. The way I got out of debt was I followed the Debt Snowball program, and I followed Dave Ramsey's program. I'm not saying I followed his program to a T. No, I did not do that, because if I would have followed his program to the T, I would be my net worth would be lower because I wouldn't have bought a home. So I did buy a home while I was paying off debt. I was very close to the end of my debt snowball, but buying a home really shot up my net worth dramatically. The equity in my home is surpassing what I have in my retirement account for now. So I just don't like articles that have statistics, but they don't give you any sort of solution. It's just numbers. So I'm making this video to say you can't get out of debt, and just because someone may be African American or disenfranchised, just because you're African American doesn't mean you can't get out of debt. Yeah, that may be a statistic. Yeah, the net worth of African Americans may be significantly lower than those that are white. But that doesn't mean that we cannot catch up. So I don't want us to be in this victim mindset where we can't do it. We can do it, and if you follow my page, you will see how I did it. I did not do it by some, get rich quick scheme. I didn't do any of that. It was by complete hard work and discipline. I will listen to Dave Ramsey's podcast every single day, and I'm not saying you have to listen to his podcast. There are plenty of other financial gurus out there that you can listen to, that you can align yourself with. You can even follow people on Instagram and YouTube. That's what I did. I follow people on Instagram, and in addition to Dave Ramsey, and I engage with them each day. But you have to make it a point to pay off your debt. You cannot get ahead in life if you're not paying off your debt, because debt is what's driving our net worth to be negative. And also psychologically, debt does trap you, at least for me. So my student loans, some people believe in just letting them sit there. I don't, because I know if I wanted to live a certain kind of life, I want to retire early. I don't want to be working for the rest of my life. I want to work for myself. I want to travel. I want to be able to work and travel at the same time. If I want to decide like, okay, today I want to go to Maldives, I want to be able to do that. And if I can work from Maldives, that's what I want to do. So you also have to begin with the end in mind, Stephen Covey. So you have to have a goal and set a goal for yourself. But when it comes to articles like this,
don't let these articles decide your fate.
It's just a number, and they may be factual information, but focusing so much on how much we are behind is not going to get you ahead. And that's not to say that I have not experienced discrimination. That's not to say, because even as far as these numbers goes, I make less than the average black college graduate as a teacher. My teacher's salary is in the 60s. That is my salary without any, extra duties. This year I'll be making more due to COVID pay as a teacher, but I make less than an average millennial that's a black college graduate. And the student loan debt, the average student loan debt, yes, I had less student loan debt than that, but I also have more credit card debt than that. I've had a success story, and you can follow my journey for financial freedom. I know that you can do it as well by any means necessary.